There exists a plethora of people on YouTube and other social media platforms discussing and dissecting various aspects of movie and television pop culture fare. Consequently, I realize I am but one voice among many.
Identify yourself.
Third of 5.
However, all of us have our own individual desires, expectations, and biases to consider when evaluating a Hollywood offering, our own means of applying criticism and critique. The majority of these criteria establish a valid baseline from which to discuss any pop culture topic. Well, unless one is a complete shill.
Another week and another great episode of Loki Season 2. They just cannot miss, man.
I will limit myself to and base my discussion on my own particular criteria. When I pay my money to watch a movie or a streaming event, say like the Marvels or Loki Season 2, my expectations are these. The movie or show should be entertaining. This is, I believe, the first and foremost requirement for any production. For there to be an actual plot or storyline logically constructed and one not based on a magical bullshit device or wish fulfillment. For the characters to be believable in context of who and what that character is presented to be. For the narrative and the characters acting within it to create actual drama. Or, in the case of a comedic effort, to actually be funny.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
For the movie or streaming show to not get all preachy and promote some inane social or political agenda. If I want to watch stupidity proudly on display, I can watch any of the big 3 late-night television broadcasts. And finally, for the producers of a movie or streaming show to acknowledge members of their target audience, meaning me, know how to read and therefore interpret, can recognize an illogical plot device when they see one, and can absolutely recognize lazy, vapid, or juvenile writing when they see it enacted on screen. All of which brings me to Loki Season 2. As some of you may be aware, about a month ago I published a video wherein I discussed my hopes and expectations for Loki Season 2, including a few predictions based on my critique. Boy, was I wrong. It doesn't bother me to state I was wrong concerning my interpretation of desires connected to a Marvel Disney series, other than how my being wrong further serves to degrade the overall status of that Marvel Disney franchise. I wanted this show to be good. I really did. I wanted the writers and producers to fully avail themselves of the potential of material they had at their disposal and do something with it, other than simply dispose of that material. I predicted this series, Loki Season 2, would rise above the expected and help the MCU rise up and recapture some level of its previous glory. Damn. Let's start with the obvious. Marvel has a Jonathan Majors problem. In prior videos, I have discussed the legal issues currently plaguing Majors. Here, I am talking about his acting. My feelings concerning his acting talents are exactly as follows. For Loki Season 1, I thought Majors did a fine job. He was believable, engaging, and in context of his character made sense. He projected well. For Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I found him wooden, one-dimensional, and completely devoid of presence. He failed to exude any sense of dread, and Major's performance amounted to nothing more than another villain of the week. In Loki Season 2, the guy's an absolute joke. In context of my expectations articulated prior, for a series such as this who, among those people involved with the production of Loki Season 2 and claiming to have more than 2 brain cells to rub together, thought this Stuttering Stanley routine would be effective. Because it isn't. It is grating, annoying, and in context of the advancement of the plot, nothing more than a time sink. But then this entire series amounts to nothing more than a time sink. We are 4 episodes in and practically nothing has happened. To illustrate, allow me to rewrite Loki Season 2, Episode 1. Loki and Mobius see the time loom is overloading. They go find Sylvia at McDonald's and bring her to the TVA, where she takes one look and says, "We need to go get Stuttering Stanley so he can fix it." Off to the World's Fair, where the team picks up Stuttering Stanley without wasting 10 minutes rocking back and forth in a fucking Ferris wheel carriage. They go back to the TVA, where Obi says, "Oh, I don't know," something like, "We have to put him in a suit and go out to the loom and attach this magic bullshit device." Okay, if you didn't understand what I said, do you know what it's like watching this show? Stuttering Stanley puts on his suit, walks out into the platform, and dissolves just like Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Loki says, "Oh shit." Fade to black. End of episode 1. And to think I'm not getting paid for this. I had such high hopes, dear viewers. I really did. And I was wrong. Oh well. There is always the Marvels.
Yeah!